Good morning. Hi, Shai. Good morning.
Good morning, Wen.
Hi. O,
Hi,
diba?
ayan.
It's 10:01 in the morning and we're now again back live and I'm with my coffee.
I
Parang
know I have my coffee ready as well. This is becoming a habit.
every morning. Cute ng cup. Karon pa na ako na-notice. Your cup
Oh,
is cute.
alit.
Oo.
But yeah, so this is getting to be a morning habit for me
I
when
know,
I'm just
I know.
having
Yeah.
these COVID conversations over coffee with our guests. And as the dates near towards our event, June 26 to 29, more and more people want to get in with these COVID conversations. We're trying to squeeze in everybody so that you guys can know more about Hackbang and why we're doing this. Correct, Wen?
Yes, that's true. So we're really very excited because ilang days na lang, it's going to be Hackbang, the first virtual hackathon in Mindanao, and we'll be joined by a lot of participants, mentors, guest panel performers from all over Mindanao, even outside the country. They are going to be part of this amazing event that will be for social good because we want people to participate in how we would like to address the next normal and how would we like to live our lives in the next few months and the years to come. So, and today we are very glad that we are joined by two amazing individuals, but they're a father-daughter tandem. But later on, we'll be introducing them. So that's going to be exciting. So again, for the viewers, good morning. If you wanna ask our guests for today, please do leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll be entertaining your questions. We'll be flashing them on screen. And so please do leave your comments. And again, welcome to Hackbang TV.
Correct. And of course, if you guys are watching us, I know a couple of people are joining in. Please say hello to us and tell us where you guys are watching from. We here at Hakbang want to know just how diverse our audience is. So please go ahead and tell us where you are watching from. For those of you who are watching COVID Conversations over coffee for the first time, my name is Shaila and I am streaming all the way from Butuan City here in Mindanao.
Yes, and my name is Owen, and I'm streaming here from Cagayan de Oro, again in Mindanao. So again, good morning, and please do stay and enjoy the rest of the morning with us.
Yes, COVID Conversations over coffee is brought to us by Hackbang TV, a step towards the next normal.
Ayan. So again, for those who are watching, this is Hackbang TV's COVID Conversation over coffee. And ayan, si Shaila, nagsip siya ng coffee, naibog ko. So I'm also going to drink my coffee. Ayan. So, guys, if you are wondering, kano sa man ang Hackbang? So Hackbang is actually on June 26 to 29. And it's a virtual hackathon in Mindanao. And you can log on to www.hack-bang.com. So it's there on your screen right now. There. You can actually log in and you can join as a participant, and also you can be our sponsor if you like to seed and fund our projects of our participants. You can go there and you can share your love.
Yes, I like what you said. No, when we here at Takbang, we are really doing this because our businesses were terribly hit. Owen and I are both in the events and tourism sector, and as you all know, it really is one of the badly hit sectors and one of the sectors that look like will be the last on the priority list of getting back. So it is a difficult time for us, but we did this project of Hakbang because we feel that instead of waiting for the normal to come back, we want to do something that gets us to the next normal. So if you feel that what we are doing can help in all of our fights against COVID, please help us to continue what we're doing by funding our event and backing it up financially. It is as if you are already investing in the future of Mindanao and in the future of the Philippines. So we want to remind you guys, join www.hack-bang.com and back our project financially.
Yes, because I'm sure the teams who are participating will also love the idea that there are people who will be supporting them in this cause, because they are joining this not for the money but for the greater cause of helping people, not just themselves but helping the community, helping their city, and eventually Mindanao and the rest of the country. And perhaps, maybe, just maybe, their idea will also be universally accepted, and it can be applied anywhere else in the world. So grabe kay ni kada kong opportunity for teams. And so we would like to ask people, if you have that capacity to support the teams, please do join us and help us in supporting them, because these teams deserve also the attention, the recognition, and that that right to be given that chance to help others, diba?
Yes, we can all propel their businesses or their ideas forward.
Yes.
Speaking of people having
Yes.
problems with their businesses, our guests who are waiting backstage are also struggling throughout this pandemic, no? So we are excited to bring you guys father and daughter tandem, Fred Blancas and Isabela Blancas. Backstage, they are from the social enterprise rather, called One Closet, which they started here in Butuan City. So let's say hi to
Hi.
them.
Good morning. Hi, Isabela. Hi, Frederick. Good morning. Hi, can you hear us? There's yeah,
Ayun.
sorry. Oh, no, it's my fault. There, sorry.
Mike, there. Good morning,
Hi,
everyone. Good morning,
morning. So,
Owen and Shyla.
did you bring your coffee, or do you drink
I
coffee,
did
Isabella?
here. I have it with
Yes,
me.
there. Okay.
Isabella doesn't have. Only me.
Right, right. She's still very young.
When, let's toast to that. Kanina nag-toast ako sa other side.
How? Yun.
Thank you so much for joining us in our conversation over coffee. Isa, thank you as well. Can you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves? Fred,
Okay.
start.
Thank you. I'm Fred Blancas. I'm a mentor to entrepreneurs, not just in Caraga, but in the whole country. And before becoming an entrepreneur, I was with the corporate world. I was part of an organization which is part of the Ayala. I'm happy to be part of Hackbang as a mentor. Isabella?
Hi, I'm Isabela Blancas. I'm a young social entrepreneur and founder of One Closet. It's nice to be here.
You
Ayan.
are joining as a participant.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're really happy that Isabella is interested to be part of Akbang. So, did you invite also your friends to join, or uh, are you part of a team, or you entered Hakbang as an individual?
I entered the team already.
So you're
You
a
have a team
team.
now.
Yeah.
A team now, or when
Okay.
you registered, you just registered individual as an individual.
I registered into a team, Hackbang
Ah, okay.
205.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
205.
so kami yung nag-form ng team for you. So you met
Yeah.
new friends na pala. Exciting. So yun. So mm, Isabella, you mentioned that you were a social entrepreneur. How did you start? I mean, you're very young. How old are you
Oh,
again?
good. How old are you? You're
I'm
16.
16 years old.
You're 16. So you
I,
started one classes at what age?
we started One Closet when I was 13 years old. And it was on a family holiday in Lake Cebu. I was just playing with the children of the Tiboli tribe, and that was a time when I was still feeling down. I was depressed. But
Mm-hmm.
when I was like hanging out with the children of the Tiboli tribe, it dawned on me that I wanted to start a social enterprise that would help children in Mindanao with their educational
Ah.
needs. So I told my parents I would like to take a gap year, and they were shocked
Yes.
because they were like, "What would you do with that amount of time?" And I said I wanted to start my own social
And I
enterprise.
couldn't say no because I'm an advocate of social entrepreneurship. So I had to give her a chance to
Yes,
do it. Yeah.
true, true. And so what was your first project, Isabella? Before we continue with ano, para just to get to know
Mhm.
you lang. Uh-uh.
first project was our launch in December 17,
Twenty-seven.
2017.
Yes.
And
17. All
it
right.
was a really memorable event that day.
Yeah. We were
Oh,
able to get gowns and donations of pre-loved gowns from fashion designers, not just in Mindanao, but also from Manila, and even some from outside the country. Right. We were very
interesting.
lucky. Yeah. We got donation. The first batch of donations came from Rahul Laurel,
Edgar San
Edgar
Diego,
San Diego. Who else? See, from abroad, si Kwan. What's his name? The one in LA.
VJ Floresca.
VJ Floresca
Yeah.
from abroad. So we were very lucky that a lot of people supported the cause of One Closet. And then
Because
after that,
Interesting.
yeah,
And then
last
after that,
year,
last year was in May 20, May 20, right?
yeah,
2019. We had a Rusty Lagarde charity fashion show where Rusty Lagarde was born and raised here in Butuan, but now he's based in Kuwait. He sent his gowns here for us to showcase, and we were able to raise money for the charities of One Closet and Rotary
yeah.
Club.
So we raised 160,000 pesos. We donated them to two shelters for the youth here in Agusan del Norte. One, yeah, one for Jesu Eucharistico Children's Inc. It's a shelter for formerly abused female teens, no? And then another one for former, a shelter for former street boys, Balay Silunganan in Butuan. So each of them got 80,000 pesos. So total
Wow.
of 160,000 pesos.
And so, no, listening to Isa and Fred, parang you're just dealing with pride na somebody as young as 13 can come up with
Yes,
a social enterprise just by
Yes.
answering a problem. No, Isa,
exactly.
people here in Butuan, some women in the lower economy can't afford renting beautiful gowns, and so Isa wanted to make them feel like they could have their Cinderella moment. And with Fred's network in Manila with designers, and just with that network expanding because of the cause, now the young women of Butuan can actually wear these beautiful dresses and feel like Cinderellas even for a night. So this is what we want to see in Hakbang, that no age should stop you from joining Hakbang, whether as a participant like Isa or as a mentor like Fred, who is an expert in the line of social entrepreneurship. Ang galing, di ba, Wen?
Yeah. That's why I would like to ask Isa naman. I mean, what made you decide to be part of Hakbang? I mean, I know you're already doing something good for the people of Butuan and for the rest of Mindanao and the Philippines, but what made you decide that I should join Hakbang? I should try this. I mean, have you tried joining a hackathon before, pala? I would just like to ask first.
This is my
Yeah.
first. Oh wait, no. I joined BPI CNAG back in
Mhm.
2018, a boot camp for social entrepreneurs, and I learned a lot from there. And one of them is design thinking.
So similar to this. Mm.
Yes, and it's a plan for solving everyday problems. So I think maybe I could share that lesson with my fellow participants, and at the same time I will get to learn a lot from the mentors and from my
Yes.
fellow participants as well.
Yes. Good.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Isa is joining because aside from her experience in social entrepreneurship, young people like you should be joining things like these because this will be your future we are talking about. Actually, you should invest now as to how you would like to see your future to be like. So I'm so happy that you're part of Hakbang.
Yes. To those of you who are wondering why Isa and Fred are, we're always speaking in English, basin mo ingon ng mga taga Mindanao na, uy, grabe na ba ni ka social, murag di naman po pwede mo sa ani, kay murag mga bright man ni sila kaayo.
No.
Pwede
It's
naman mag-Tagalog.
Oh, favorite ng Tagalog. Sige, go.
Yes,
because
yes.
Lisa and Fred are originally from Luzon. They're from Manila, but they
Yeah.
moved to Mindanao because they saw potential here. Siguro, Fred and Isa, what are you guys enjoying here in Mindanao?
The
Living here in
beach.
Mindanao.
First, the beach, the nature. No, we don't get that much in Manila, so we're so happy that we're here. We're very close to nature, and every chance we have to go to nature. A lot of opportunity. Like before we moved to Mindanao to Butuan, we looked at it as like a blank canvas, especially Butuan. Now there's a lot of opportunities, and we can do a lot to help or to contribute to society here in Butuan.
Yeah, that's I mean that's the beauty of living in Mindanao. We are so close to the beach. We're so close to
Right.
mountain sides, 'di ba? We have fresh fruit all over and it's not that
Yeah,
expensive.
And
I
cheaper
have friends
too.
in Manila and medyo nasuya sila kay barato na daw kayong avocado karon. I
Yeah.
don't know kung pila avocado there in Butuan, but here it's like 50 to 70 pesos lang per kilo. And in Manila it goes as high as 200 yata. So murag
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
the beauty of being here in the
In
vegetable and
Mindanao.
fruit basket of the
yeah.
Philippines.
Oo. And even in Mindanao, no, I don't know, our friends also in Manila, I think this COVID highlights how wonderful it is to live in Mindanao and just being
Yes.
surrounded by greens and natures. I feel terribly sorry for my friends in Manila who are just, really grappling already with the COVID situation, and they're inside the four corners of their condo apartments. So parang to me it really is a moment like praise God I'm here. Praise God really for bringing us in Mindanao. We can bike already outside. Our churches are open. Some of our friends in Manila are texting me na how I miss the church. And so we're blessed in so many ways despite this COVID pandemic. We are able to
Yeah.
thrive somewhat.
Yeah. So again, for those who are watching us on live stream, please do leave your questions because maybe our guests for today would like to answer those questions na nasa inyong mga mind right now. So please do leave a comment and we'll flash them here on the screen and then we'll try to answer them.
We'll
Okay.
try to.
Oo. But I'm going back to Fred naman. So Fred, why did you say yes to become a mentor? Aside from being friends with Shaila and you know me on Facebook, but
Yeah,
uh, what made you say yes? What prompted you to commit to become a mentor?
a mentor. Yeah, I joined Hackbang as a mentor because I think it's part of our mission for being here in Mindanao. There's a lot that we can share from our experience, our expertise, but at the same time, what I like with activities such as Hackbang is that I also learn a lot. I learn a lot from the participants. Learning is always a two-way process. It's not just good for the participants, as it is also good, and a lot of learning also happens for the mentors.
Interesting. So I think, and also I think this will also be a good time for you to meet other mentors from all over the world. No,
Yes,
that's also one of the beauty of Hakbang because this is virtual. You don't have to travel. You don't have to go anywhere. You just stay inside your home, and then you get to meet people. We have mentors also from outside the country, and this will be a time for us to meet those mentors virtually and learn also from their expertise, their experiences, and their skills. So going back to one closet lang a bit. What were your challenges? Because part kasi of Hakbang, di ba, is we have to address challenges like in business, in doing things. So now that there are not much social events, so what are your steps? What are the steps that you're doing right now to address those
yes.
challenges naman for one closet?
Yes, just like what you said earlier, all of us are affected by COVID. So when it struck, we had to close down the shop, not temporarily, and we didn't think of business muna. Ang focus muna is how we could help. So we started by doing face masks. We were inspired by others who were doing it ahead of us. Then later on, there was a need for us to help in PPE making. So we first did it in Butuan. Then we had a chance to do it also in Manila and the rest of Luzon, and then to other parts of Mindanao. So we joke around about it now that we
We're
did the
going
PPE from
Bataan to Butuan,
Bataan to Butuan,
Cavite to Caraga,
Caraga,
what else ba?
Manila to
Manila to
Mindanao.
Maguindanao.
Yes, because we're lucky that we have this network of friends who donated to our cause, and also the partner designers of One Closet who volunteered to sew the PPEs. No, we're very lucky. We overall, I think we
Yeah, I
donated
saw
about
those
five
posts, diba,
thousand.
of like,
Mm-mm. Yeah, I think we donated about 5,000 PPEs in total, 837 here in Butuan, and then the rest in Luzon and in Mindanao. Yeah,
Oh
we're
my
very
God,
yeah.
5,000
amazing.
PPEs
I
from
saw
Yeah, we
those
couldn't
Luzon.
have
posts about
done it. We
you
couldn't have
did
done
for
it without our
5,000.
partners, our donors, as well as our partner designers.
This
Yes.
is so inspiring, when because it reminds us that even if you're small, even if you feel like you are
Yes.
small
Mm-mm.
or just one person, but simply by tapping your network, like your designer network, Fred, you were able to provide the Filipinos with 5,000 PPEs. And you didn't do this alone. You did this with the help
Yeah.
of so many loving Filipinos. Nakakataba ng puso. Grabe.
Yes, it was really collaboration, no? Bayanihan, no? Or in here, parang balangay yan eh. So we were all in the same boat, and we moved toward one direction just to help first the frontliners, and then now we're focusing on relief operations for micro and small entrepreneurs. This time with the help of artists. And we have artist friends who volunteered to be part of an online art exhibit and sale, and we were able to raise money to fund our relief operation for I think we've already donated relief goods to about 150 families here in
And
Butuan.
saw about 60 paintings.
Yes, we sold about 60 artworks online. So even if there's a pandemic, no, even if you're far from Manila, there's something that you can do. There's always meron ka talang magagawa if you think about it, not think hard about it. And I guess that's the essence of having hakbang, no? To there are problems, but you have to just have a thought process and how to come up with possible solutions to the problems.
I love this because it means our participants can have access to your knowledge, Fred. How you made this happen. Pag, when you think about it, 5,000 PPEs,
Yeah.
how many guys were fed, na, it is not impossible. So it's inspiring to have you on board as a mentor and Isa as a participant because kabalo may na naamoy mahatag na knowledge sa atong mga participants, 'di ba? So
Yeah.
we have a question here. Before we go ahead and read that question, I just want to say hi to a couple of people
Yeah.
who are watching us. I want to say hi to JR Gendrano and Sandra as well, who are watching us all the way from New Jersey. I also want to say hi to Riciel Villarreal, also to Kim. And Kim is asking, Fred, she has a question for you. She says, since I am a parent myself, Fred, what do I need to teach my kid in order for her to take on something Isa is doing?
Yeah. That's a very
Yeah.
nice question,
Thing.
no?
How
Yeah.
did you inspire Isa? How
Oo.
how were
Parang
you as a parent? Para, ikaw yung ako, you can
yeah.
really see
So I
how
guess
parents are treating their kids.
yeah, kasi kahit nung bata pa sila, we didn't really have birthday parties for them. We would always, every time they would celebrate their birthday, we would bring them to an orphanage, and we would have a little, not a grand party, but just a simple party for the kids in the orphanage. So it started there, and then later on we had some businesses, and we were selling lechon, organic lechon in Manila, and one of our stores was in Glorieta, and Isabela, that's where she learned how to sell. So can you
Yes.
tell them about your experience in selling lechon?
I would sales stock the lechon and
Uh-huh.
some of the customers would be delighted to see me selling, and then they would give me tips. Or one of them was, generous enough na, instead of just buying 1 kilo, he bought a whole lechon because of my
Wow.
persuasion.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to start them early, Kim, no, and show them you you have to model the way for them. What they see, yan yung natututunan tumatatak sa kanila eh. And
Galing.
then now, during
Di
this
ba?
pandemic, you learn a lot from online courses. So I encourage Isabella to take online courses. She likes what courses have you taken?
I've taken writing, learning from fashion revolutionary,
Fashion designers.
fashion designers like Marc Jacobs, and fashion brand leaders like Anna Winter, and my favorite writers like Margaret Atwood and Neil Gaiman.
Yeah. So learning doesn't stop in the classroom, no? Four walls of the classroom. So marami tayong matututunan kahit saan. Sabi nga, if you don't have access to, say, masterclass, there's YouTube. Now, there's
Yes.
YouTube. There's a lot of free learning platforms in the internet, like Future Learn.
Future.
So there's a lot that you can learn from.
Yeah, I also graduated in fiction writing and
Yeah.
fiction.
And
Wow.
join all activities like this, Hackbang, di
Yes.
ba? It is just learning, hindi lang sa hindi not the formal type of learning, but you get to learn a lot from these activities.
Yes, and speaking of that, Fred, because this is for free. No, when you join
Yeah,
Hackbang, you don't have to pay anything. You just have to log on to
exactly. Yeah.
website, which is hack-bang.com. You type in just a very quick lang na parang enrollment form, parang participant form. And then you will be, if you're an individual like Isabela, when she joined, she was just an individual. And then we formed a team for her. And now she's part of team 205, correct? Isabela?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't know who's part of Team 205, but I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful mix of individuals who are there from different parts of Mindanao and even outside of the country. And with their skills, they are going to come up with one solution to one challenge that they would like to pick in the 12 challenges that we put sa Hakbang. So actually, learning yun ni din eh. Tama si Fred when he
Oo,
said,
tama.
okay,
Oo.
may mga platforms actually, Fred, na i-share sa mga participants. Kaya natin yung mga sponsors ng mga platform, mga technology. Imagine na atay opportunity to do augmented reality and virtual reality. Kaya natay sponsor
Okay.
from the States. Diba? Gihatag nila ang platform for us to use for a few months for free. Imagine, libre na siya. So, that's the beauty of being with us sa Hakbang. Kay if you are really hungry for knowledge ba, like pareha ni Isabela nga, ganahan gid kay siya mag-learn of new things. Dili siya gakahadlo to explore possibilities, then why not, di ba?
Yes.
Yun yung I'm seeing the future of Mindanao. Normally, also originally from Manila, no? And my husband, Jimbo, is from here. And when I came to Mindanao, nakita na ako na, nanong murag nabilin man good ang Mindanao. Naluoy gyud ko katong we moved here in 2014. But now I can really see Mindanao is stepping up. The infrastructure is continuous all the time. It's build in Mindanao everywhere you go. It just the infra keeps improving. So I think to our Mindanaoans, karon ang time na mo appeal na mo ayaw na mo wow.
Oo,
Karon
di ba?
nato sa buong Pilipinas na the Mindanaoans can step up, can move forward, and propel this country forward. So, appeal na po sa amo. Kay, gwapo ka ayo, di ba, when na mo, ingon ka na, ako ang part sa kanang project na yung ani, gi ka ng Mindanao, gi ka nagbutuan, gi ka nag-iligan, Davao, bisag asa pa diri sa mundo, sa Mindanao, no? So, we really encourage every Mindanaoan to take part in Hakbang. And please be a part of the next normal versus waiting and watching YouTube that's not beneficial to you right now. Diba? Parang ako, let's become a part of something bigger than ourselves.
Tama, this is a step in the right direction eh. Sabi nga, kahit take a little step, but just make sure that it's a step in the right direction. And Hakbang is. Like what Shaila was saying, we are in the new normal or in the next normal, and things are going to be a little different, no, from what we were used to. Pero mag-isip ka lang, pag-isipan mo, get some ideas from the people around you. So I'm glad that Isabella is joining this because there are some new things that we'd like to try out with one closet. And to be honest, we're a little scared. We don't know if they will work. But then again, if you don't try doing it, you wouldn't know if it will be a good thing to do for one closet.
It's better to try and fail than not try at all.
Yeah. But if you
That's
plan,
that's the right attitude.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, calculated risks naman, no? But of course,
Calculated
I like
risk,
that
right?
attitude of Isabela na, you don't have, because in failing, you feel more uh accomplished after when you have overcome all those mga challenges, because that's the beauty of life. We have to fail in order to feel alive, actually.
Yes,
Tapos,
that's true.
right now, just say hello, pa-shout out kay Congressman Eddie Bong Plaza of Agusan del Sur. Hi, Kong. Thank you so much for
Hi,
watching. We're so
Congressman.
glad that hi po. And both of you, I mean the three of you, right? You mentioned na you're from Luzon and then you came here to Mindanao because you saw potential in Mindanao. Me being a Mindanaoan, I really feel happy and proud and glad that people are
Yes,
seeing what I am seeing, because others feel that they're afraid of Mindanao because there's anong nandyan, what's there, 'di ba? Either they're afraid that there's so much trouble, there's so much there's nothing going on there except war, violence and poverty. But if you come here and experience Mindanao, I'm sure you might have the idea of staying and not leaving. And I guess that's what happened to Shaila. That's what happened to Fred and Isa.
was, yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
and for me also, who have I can actually leave Mindanao and work elsewhere, build my business elsewhere. I can even leave the country if I want to, but I chose to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not because I want to, not because I don't want to get rich, not because I don't want to live a comfortable life, but I saw that Mindanao needs help. And I love it here. I mean, life is here. Mo nang ko anong Davao na tagline na life is here. Because it is here in Mindanao.
It is.
Food is great here, 'di ba?
Yes.
Life,
Mindanao is so beautiful, di ba, Fred? Like we love
Yeah,
traveling around just Mindanao. We don't even before, when my relatives would travel to Manila and then they'd be tired after a week in Manila, they'd be like, I want to go home to the province. I would think, grabe naman, ang ganda kaya sa Manila. We have malls, we
oo.
have everything new. And then I realized when I moved here that I just began to love nature more. I wanted
right.
and I love the mixing of classes here, the strata, economic strata. In Manila, you feel it eh. You feel like, ito, rich to, ito, middle class,
Uh,
poor to. The joy of living in Mindanao is those lines are blurred.
Mm-mm.
Really. I was so amazed seeing that. It's just everybody working together. And it's so in line with Hakbang, diba? We had Kong Eddie Bong join us. He's watching right now. And we really want to invite government to sit down with us and
right,
Yeah.
right.
conversation, diba, Wen?
Yes, because this
Mm-hmm.
is an opportunity for the private sector to partner with the public sector naman and come up with solutions that are congruent and cohesive, and a community effort gid siya in the truest sense of the word. Because if the government is just doing so much effort and the public sector, the government private sector is not responding well, medyo mahirapan si public sector. And also if the private sector naman is doing things that the government do not know, medyo sayang din naman yung effort. So I think Hakbang, we pray and we hope that Hakbang becomes a platform that will marry all our ideas together, because solutions need to be parang aligned kasi, because like diba, if ma-exhaust man either which party, the government, the private, if sila lang, and then ma-exhaust man ta. So this is why we are doing this, and we are doing this out of love, because we realize that Mindanao, the Philippines, and the whole world needs that kind of response from people, and not just bash and complain, but when you bring when you complain because you see something, that's the beauty of complaining, diba? Because you saw that there's something wrong. But if you don't bring a solution, you're just
Yes.
a whiner, diba? You end up just being a whiner. But if you bring something along with you, like what
Correct.
they're doing, they saw that there's a lack of PPEs. They did not complain. What they did was they asked their friends, "Can you help us sew PPEs and masks?" And that's the beauty of helping. So we are looking for more people like that now. We can come together, help the government, and may the government also see that effort and also help the private sector so that all our efforts mag-synergize siya, 'di ba?
Yeah.
And
So
Yeah, there are a lot of
yes.
initiatives, no, both in the public, in the government, as well as in the private sectors. Ayun nga, maganda if we can meld them and
Mm,
see which ones will work best for all of us. And that's the beauty of having Hakbang. Marami kang ideas you can hear, also from different generations, na not just from the youth, but also from the not so young like me. And so we'll see. We learn from one another, and that's the name of the game now. It's collaboration. That's the only way to deal with the problems, and the problems are so complex, and there's a lot of uncertainty. There's the only way to go through or deal with all of these is through collaboration, and this is a very good time.
thank you, thank you. So yes, public sector and private sector don't have to be enemies. Let's talk to one another. So if you are from the
yes.
public sector and you want to sit down with us, please reach out to the Hakbang team. We would love to maybe invite you as well to our COVID conversations over coffee, and perhaps you as a public servant or public official can walk through with us on what you are doing in your locality in the hopes of encouraging our other public officials to maybe implement some of your wonderful ideas.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
knows that other cities can replicate what we're
Yes,
doing good here
because
in Butuan. Mhm.
Correct. So I want to say hi again to some of the people who are watching. Esther is hello, hello to you. Thank you for watching us. Roman Marquez, salamat. Kina May Del Mar, thank you also for watching. Please do stick around. We're gonna wrap this up in a bit, though. We are opening the floor to any of your questions. So if you do have questions, please type them up on our Facebook page or even on our YouTube page so that we can get to ask Isa and Fred while they're here with us. We have a question from Jerome. He is asking, is there an age limit to become an entrepreneur?
Mm.
meron ba?
No, there's no age limit. You can start as young as you want. But if you're young, you need the guidance of your parents. Uh, if
Lot of
you're
help
old,
as
old,
well.
yes. And when you're old naman, maganda niyan, you've gone through a lot. So you're not too afraid to try other things, new stuff. And you're used to failure. If you fail, just keep going. Uh, because lahat naman ng entrepreneurs, they go through failures. It's not always, or not all the ventures that we've entered are successful. So some of them failed, but we learned a lot. What's important is you learn from your failures. And right now, yung nga with the pandemic, and after this pandemic, no, there will still be a lot of uncertainties and volatilities, and we don't know. We all have our anxieties, our fears, but you just have to start something. It's always
Yes.
like that. You may. I'd like to add also that when we started One Closet, it was during a very difficult time in our lives. No, we were swindled big time. We didn't have enough money, but we wanted to do something to help others. So we thought of coming up with this social enterprise, and money was not an issue when we started it because we relied on our networks, our connections, and we tried to let them understand what our cause was, and they understood it, and they started giving us the free love guns. So sometimes money is not an issue. You just have to come up
Yeah.
with a very good idea, and a
And
lot of people will be helping you.
and it's good to really have a motivation when you're helping people, when you see the smiles when they receive your help, the kindness that you show to
Yes.
them, it really makes your heart happy.
Yes. And when you spread happiness kasi and kindness to others, it's infectious. And that's what
Yeah,
we want, this is the kind of positive infection we would like to happen
exactly.
these days, not
That's
the
the kind
COVID
of
kind, but
virus we
this
want
one
to
where we will
power
spread
up.
kindness and positivity to others. And, hopefully they will move forward.
That's true.
Ayan. So,
Yeah, can I just greet Sai?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yun. Yes. We'd like to say again, hello and good morning to RJ Hofelena, Ravs Del Rosario, Red Chua, Bobby Taruk, Clemens Donaire Yu, and also to my sister-in-law, Malu Hine, watching in Cebu City. And hello, good morning. So grabe, we're all over actually, di ba kanina mentioned, nagtanaw pa as far as the States. So we are glad that we are reaching this whole globe, this whole planet. We're there, and we hope that these people will really come and join Hakbang and be with our movement. So yun, good morning once again to all our viewers.
And Bobby Taruk is also watching all the way from the US. He's Butuanan as well. So, ayan, we're really
Yes.
inviting everyone. So, please, while you're here, we just want to share. Can we share with them, for those of them who have just joined us, what Hakbang is all about so they can just know more about why we're doing this in the first place?
For those, yes. Yes, Hakbang friends this is actually a 4-day hackathon that's going to be this coming June 26 to 29, and it's going to be all virtual. You don't have to step out of your house for the moment. You just stay inside your houses. You just make sure that you have all your gadgets with you. You have a strong internet connection. You have a Wi-Fi or a LAN, and then you have your phone with you or your laptop, much better. And then you have that idea with you. Then you log on to our website, www.hack-bang.com. You choose a challenge. There are 12 challenges there. You choose one, and then you register either as an individual, but if you have your team with you or your friends, your family members, your classmates, your co-workers, then you form a team and then you try to answer that challenge by providing a solution, but you only have 4 days to prepare for that, because that's why it's called a hackathon. Mura siyang marathon, di ba? So it's going to be 4 days of looking for ways to answer the problem by your viable solution na ipropose. And at the end of the 4 days, ato na siyang i-post sa ato ang partner nga site, which is devpost.com. That's the home of the hackathons worldwide. So we're very proud to partner with them, and then i-post that dito inyong solution, and there you will see ang unsa ang response sa atong mga judges, sa atong panel, and our fellow participants. And at the end, we will choose viable solutions that we will help become a reality. So muna siya actually ang Hakbang, or a virtual hackathon. It's an innovations challenge. Exciting kaayo, and you can be as young as Isabela. You can be part of this. You don't even have to have technological background. Okay? Basi na kay teammate, nakabalo og IT, kabalo mo himo og app, pwede ra gyud. Kay sometimes, di ba, we have the idea but we don't know how to execute them. And that's the beauty of Hakbang. Kay kita man ang platform to make that vision into something we can actually see or feel. Di ba?
Ayan.
Yun.
Thank you
Taas-taas
so
ako yung
much.
kalutan.
Oh, thank you so much. So, to kanang mga Butuano, who are out of the country and who want to be a part of this, you are more than welcome. Like what Owen said, participate. You can even be a mentor. And if you feel na, I have work, I'm so busy, it's okay. But if you feel na ganahan jud ka mo tabang sa amo, tungod sa murag naagyud ni siya kanang makatabang sa buong Mindanaoan, then please help us to continue what we're doing by funding our event, funding the Hakbang movement and team, and backing us up financially. Think of it na lang as you investing in the future of Mindanao and in the future of the Filipino people. So please check it out. It's www.hack-bang.com. So we're going to be wrapping it up. Isa, we'll go with you first. Can you invite everybody to join us in Hakbang? And please promote One Closet as well. If you have Facebook, if you have IG, YouTube, please share it with our audience.
please join Hackbang and be able to learn from a lot of mentors and your fellow participants, and be able to share your ideas, and help to contribute into finding solutions for this pandemic. And please like our page, One Closet in FB. Thank you.
Thank you, Isa. Fred, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm calling on all students out there, young entrepreneurs, old entrepreneurs, to join Akbang and contribute to finding solutions to our problems, especially with this pandemic around. And I'm also calling on our friends here in Butuan from both the government and the private sectors. This is a very worthwhile project to support because we are looking for new initiatives that we can start here in Mindanao, in the next normal. So please support us financially, contribute, fund this very good project. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yun, thank you. Thank you so much, Isa and Fred. Thank you so much for
Salamat,
spending your
salamat
morning with
kayo.
For
us and
having us.
enjoying coffee with us today. Salamat po kayo. And now we get to know more also of what One Closet is, and we are looking forward to seeing more of Isa's social entrepreneurship strategies, and maybe some other young people out there would like to follow suit and also create something good out of their time, especially now that layo pa kaayo ang klase. Maybe you can think of so many things productive while waiting for the next school year to begin. Yun.
Ayan, so thank you
Okay.
everybody for watching.
So, Shai?
Yeah, my name is Shyla, and you are again watching all the way from, I am all the way in Butuan. Owen?
Yeah, but before we end, I would just like to thank our sponsors. Of course, we'd like to say thank you to
9,000 events, bites and
Ayan, am I freezing?
Caraga Creatives, Franco, Comspec Technologies,
Yeah. We'd also like to say thank you to When in Manila, Athedian. Thank you also to Father Saturnino Urios University, Good News Pilipinas, University of Mindanao, Tagum College. Thank you also to Kids Who Farm, DevPost. Thank you to Echo AR, Cloudsploit, Modern Nanas of Mindanao. Ayan. And we'd also like to say thank you to Project Lupad, Magic 89.3. Thank you also to Food Panda. Actually, we are giving away Food Panda vouchers, and also to Love Radio and Jensen. Thank you very much for being with us. And also We Viral. So those are our sponsors. And again, special thanks also to JC Voice Over. Ayan. Ayun, Shai.
So there you have it, guys. So again, thank you so much for watching COVID Conversations over coffee. This live stream has been brought to you by Hackbang, a step towards the next normal.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.